Welcome to Part 3, Unique Gospel Accounts in the Book of Matthew. Did you know about the Gospel accounts found only in the Book of Matthew? Matthew records 9 distinct events that are not mentioned in any of the other Gospels. In each instance, Matthew's selection aligns closely with his overarching purpose of communicating the Gospel to the Jewish audience. 5 of these events serve as direct fulfillments of Old Testament prophecies, underscoring the continuity between the Old and New Covenants. Additionally, the remaining 4 events would have held particular significance for the Jewish community in Matthew's time, reflecting their cultural and religious context. Today, we will delve into the first case of the other 4, which would have been of particular interest to the Jews of Matthew's day: the visit of the wise men, as recounted in Matthew 2, verses 1 to 12. This pivotal event, unique to Matthew's Gospel, serves as a profound testament to the divine orchestration of events foretold in the book of Matthew. The passage from Matthew 2, verses 1 to 12 recounts the story of the visit of the wise men, also known as the Magi, to Jerusalem in search of the newborn king of the Jews. These wise men, guided by a star, come from the east to pay homage to the newborn king. Their arrival in Jerusalem causes a stir, particularly with King Herod and the people of Jerusalem, who are troubled by the news. Herod consults with the chief priests and scribes, who point to Bethlehem as the prophesied birthplace of the Messiah. The wise men continue their journey and are led by the star to Bethlehem, where they find the child Jesus with Mary his mother. They worship him and present gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they depart for their own country by another route, avoiding Herod's malicious intent. This passage highlights the themes of divine guidance, worship, and the fulfillment of prophecy through the visit of the wise men to the infant Jesus. The visit of the wise men holds significant importance in the biblical narrative for several reasons. 1. Recognition of Jesus' kingship. The arrival of the wise men from the east to worship Jesus as the newborn king of the Jews emphasizes Jesus' royal identity and universal sovereignty. 2. Fulfillment of prophecy. Their journey to Bethlehem fulfills Old Testament prophecies regarding the Messiah's birthplace, such as Micah 5 verse 2, demonstrating Jesus' fulfillment of Messianic expectations. 3. Inclusion of Gentiles in salvation. The wise men, being Gentiles, represent the inclusion of all nations in the salvation brought by Jesus, foreshadowing the spread of the gospel to the Gentiles after Jesus' resurrection. 4. Worship and adoration. Their act of worship and presentation of gifts symbolize Jesus' worthiness of honor and adoration, recognizing him not only as a king but as divine. 5. Divine guidance and protection. The guidance of the star and divine warning in dreams highlight God's providential care and intervention in the lives of those who seek and serve him. The journey of the wise men. Matthew 2 verses 1 to 2. The wise men from the east travel to Jerusalem. Life lessons. The pursuit of truth and wisdom knows no boundaries. Persistence in seeking truth despite obstacles. The inquiry in Jerusalem. Matthew 2 verses 3 to 8. Herod's reaction and the fear of Jerusalem. Life lessons. Human power and wisdom often fear divine truth and revelation. Beware of those who seek to manipulate for selfish gain. Guidance of the star. Matthew 2 verses 9 to 10. The guiding star leading the wise men to Bethlehem. Life lessons. Divine guidance is available to those who earnestly seek it. Trust in divine providence even in the darkest times. Worship and gifts. Matthew 2 verse 11. The wise men's response of worship and offering of gifts. Life lessons. True wisdom leads to humble worship and sacrificial giving. Offer the best of what you have to honor the King of Kings. Departure and divine warning. Matthew 2 verse 12. Departure of the wise men after being warned in a dream. Life lessons. Obedience to divine guidance protects from harm and danger. Listen attentively to divine warnings and follow them without hesitation. Overall, the visit of the wise men underscores Jesus' identity as the long-awaited Messiah, the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies, and the universal scope of salvation available to all who worship and follow him. In conclusion, as we explore the unique gospel accounts found only in the book of Matthew, we are reminded of the intricate tapestry of prophecy and fulfillment woven throughout its pages. These accounts serve as timeless reminders of the divine plan unfolding through history, bridging the gap between the Old and New Covenants. From Joseph's transformative dream to the myriad other events chronicled by Matthew, each narrative resonates with profound significance for both past and present audiences. Remember, tomorrow at 7 p.m., the next video will be available for your viewing. Join us as we continue our journey through the gospel narratives, discovering the rich tapestry of truths that continue to inspire and illuminate hearts across generations.